Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. There was a big meeting yesterday. It was the main event prior to the official opening of the SNP conference, where the great and the good all got together to do a complete and utter post-mortem on why the SNP did so badly in the general election, falling from 49 seats at the last election to just 9 this time. They've technically lost 48 seats at this election, or went from 48 this election, because obviously there was a crossing of the floor earlier. But it's still a massive loss. 40 seats gone in a single parliament represents, a horrendous shortfall. So they've had to sort of pull the body apart, look into the innards, eviscerate the corpse of the SNP, and sort of study and see what went wrong. And it turns out that there is possibly a single reason. And how do we know this? Well, subsequent to this meeting, Stephen Flynn came out and spoke to STV. And he said that, they'd looked into lots of causes and lots of problems, and they think they know what the problem is. He then went on, and I'm sure in no way related, to say that, he's now seriously minded to actually stand as an MSP as well. Not instead, but as well. Even though they don't like to do that in the SNP. But of course, they've changed the rules recently, haven't they? Now, what conclusions do we draw from these comments? Well, I think we can safely draw a very simple conclusion. Number one, the people in the SNP know that they did so badly in the election due to John Swinney, and two, they want to replace John Swinney, and three, Stephen Flynn thinks he's the man to replace John Swinney. When they're changing the rules to allow to allow Flynn to go up there as well as be in Westminster, that seems to be the general direction of travel. And I think from now on, it will be resignation watch for Swinney as, Flynn moves. He's on manoeuvres. He's definitely on manoeuvres. He's moving the pieces on the board. And he's going to try and checkmate Swinney and take over as leader. Whether that's unchallenged remains to be seen. There's another video coming out later today. Keep an eye out for that. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, now's an excellent time to do so. Won't want to miss that. But he's saying as well, as part of that interview, that he recognises that the people of Scotland no longer trust the SNP. He says that trust has been lost because they've failed the people. Well done, Stephen. Well done. You've finally realised what everyone else has been saying for years. You're a failure. You're all failures. You fail at every single policy. He says it's time for the SNP to try and regain that trust. But he's not offering a solution as to how that trust can possibly be regained. And I can't think of a way for him to regain that trust. Can you? Probably not. It seems evident, given all recent polling, that come 2026, the drubbing they got at Westminster will be repeated, and that the SNP will become irrelevant, consigned to the dustbin of history. And you have to ask, does Flynn dearly and really want to be the last leader of the SNP? The one that was on the bridge as he goes down with the ship. Interesting choice for him. Let me know what you think. Take care. Goodbye.